now I'm gonna have to put it
It's
next
all right.
again.
No, we're gonna start right now, going live. You want it that high?
Well, you cannot restart this. I'm gonna have to put the
No,
description.
I'm saying
in
let's
there
just
again, is
play,
what I'm
let's
saying.
go ahead and do the show from right here. It's
But
fine.
I like to have a description to it.
Oh,
is
you
what
didn't
I'm
put a
saying.
description on
I
it?
did, but you started it and then you.
So the description's there. We're doing the podcast.
Oh, this
We're
is live
Yes,
already?
yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. Is it straight now?
Yeah. Certainly.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Can you see
Wow.
that one? Yes, you can.
Look at the moon.
Right in between us.
Oh, this ain't straight.
All right. Good evening. Feel good. So honored to be here in Cancun, Mexico, and actually do this live from
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Let's shut the door so the room doesn't get totally hot. It's really warm here, you guys. We are in the Ava Hotel, which is yeah, I'm sorry. We are in the Ava Resort, which is a 5-star resort in Cancun, and this is part of our testimony. I'm not bragging, but we are hoping to inspire you today with a little bit of story about what it took us to get here today, and you know what the things we had to go through that actually made it possible. So before we would get into the actual story, let me just thank the Patrick Risha CT Awareness Foundation for being our faithful sponsor for the Dr. Feelgood shows. I'm hoping that David is gonna join in because so far he didn't say a stinking word.
Stinking word.
It's like,
Go to
exactly how this is
stopcte.org.
going.
I'm just doing my best to get everything set up. Yes, stopcte.org. If you would like to help stop CTE in your community, go there and find out how. And if you don't think that you have any connection to someone with traumatic brain injuries, let me just explain it real quick. A concussion is a traumatic brain injury. A swish like this without bumping your head, without losing consciousness, without all these things that you're imagining as a traumatic brain injury, it's still a traumatic brain injury. And repetitive
Head
injuries
called CTE.
called CTE, which is a degenerative brain disease, and frontal lobe damage causes the lack of communication and ability to speak and articulate
Executive
thoughts,
functions.
executive functions.
Not just speaking, but planning, managing your life, doing your finances, and all that
Yes,
kind of stuff.
overwhelmed. I
Which
couldn't
is,
even look at my mail.
which is why people who have traumatic brain injuries, such as the ones that David had, often end up being mentally disabled and end up living on a fixed income. And this is part of what we're going to talk about today.
Hey, guys.
Because
Hi.
where we are at today is the 2025 ASEA Global Convention.
Oh, and it is so awesome, guys. It is so awesome to see how many folks, my testimony and what's been going on in my life for the last 4 years of me taking ASEA is just the tip of the iceberg. This place is packed with testimony after testimony.
People come
after
here from
testimony.
35 different countries. And a lady yesterday said during the lunch that we attended with one of the founders, Tyler Norton, that she cannot live without product. If this product couldn't get to her house every month, she would not live.
And this isn't some exaggeration, folks. The very first time that I was, we couldn't afford it. In the beginning, Fru started taking it first. I was taking Dr. Amon's protocol or vitamin supplement packs for brain injuries. And so I didn't want to add something else new to the program so we could tell really what was happening to me and the benefits. So a year later, first of all, started taking it and realized that the impact on her,
ability to work, first of
Yes,
all. So
and-
this is where it starts, okay? I drove to DoorDash at that point, and I would make anywhere from $100 to $150. Actually, I think that was more like a week that I would make $100 and $150 was a week, wasn't it?
don't
A day?
know.
Anyways, I don't remember, it was a long time ago. Not long story short, these episodes would happen when I would have this debilitating discomfort in my head that wouldn't go away for about 24 hours. I couldn't handle any noises, any sounds, any
No light.
I needed to be in a dark room. I couldn't talk to anybody, and
This had been going on for how long?
for years at that point, and it would happen like at least once a month. And so we thought we couldn't afford ASEA, but I wanted to give it a shot, so I took it for 3 months. And after 3 months, when I ran out of product, we decided not to order it anymore for financial
Be
reasons.
right back, sorry. We'll get us some
And
time.
you get what?
A towel.
Oh, okay. And so what happened was when I quit taking it after 3 months was I realized that I did not have one of those episodes for 3 months, because as soon as I quit taking it, I had a really bad one. And I threw up in a parking lot in Denver, Colorado. It was so bad. And that was the time when we collectively made the decision that this was worth the $150 that we paid for it, because I could, that one day that I lost from work is, I would make about that much money. And so it was completely worth it because I couldn't work on those days. So we waited a year, and then David started to take it.
Yeah, and so I took a very minimum amount, was like 2 ounces a day, which is a little shot glass. And in reality, the amount you should be taking, anyone, would be 6 ounces a day. That's where you, yeah, I just scratched myself. And so what 2 ounces a day did for me was really nothing that we could see or notice. It was very too minimum amount, but here's where it pays off. We stayed faithful. I took it no
And
matter what,
consistent.
and consistent. So over time, my body adjusted. So over a long period of time, the 2 ounces made a difference. But then, we just stayed consistent and faithful with it. We didn't try to sell it to anybody. We weren't pushing it on anyone, our family
Well,
members.
we had existential issues back then, okay? So like I'd like to point out that we had a vision. We imagined that he's gonna get better and that eventually, we'd be able to afford more. But with
Hello,
his
Jose.
fixed income and with me not being able to work because I had to spend so much time on caring for him because he wasn't doing well. So a lot of my time went with, doing things that you don't have to do at home when both of you are healthy. And, that includes doctor visits or, just extra work that happens from chaotic days, like the episodes of rage that we experienced pretty frequently.
Oh, those were so seriously terrible.
It was a terrible place to be at, you guys, and I have to say that that's actually our strength as the most powerful part of our story today, because if we did not have those terrible times, I probably wouldn't have had the drive to, even if I only had like 50 minutes a day or 45 minutes a week, I would reach out to people and I would tell them about what I experienced. And as you know, slowly but surely, we started to generate an income, and David was able to take 4 ounces and then 8 ounces, and then a year ago he was able to start to take 12 ounces.
And now that's where the effects, well, at 6 ounces a day is when my prostate went back to normal.
That was 4 ounces.
4 ounces, and I quit going to the bathroom all through the night, and we couldn't drive anywhere. We would drive to Chicago and it'd take us like 14 hours. It's a 7-hour trip, and because I had to pee every 30 minutes. I mean, just...
Oh, and then not just that, but I mean, going back to the function, the executive functions, you know, every single time he stopped, he would wander around, forget that we were on a trip, you know, a simple bathroom break turned into a 25 to 45 minute stop. And so we simply, a trip that would normally take 6 hours for people to drive, we would drive 10, 12 hours.
So you've heard Fru talk about oxidative stress. Oxidative stress. And this is what causes all the inflammation, all the damage. You know, the damage was done to my brain from impacts. But the brain automatically inflames when that happens to protect it. There's a protein, tau protein it sends, and when that happens, it helps to supposedly to heal the brain. But when you get another one,
Another hit.
and another one, without it healing, it reverses the effect of healing and causes CTE.
So that's why CTE is a degenerative disease, because over time, this damage that is in the brain is, I mean, I guess the simplest way to say it is turned against the body. So like instead of you being able to heal, you stay sick, and then you just get sicker and sicker.
And you began to hurt. It's like a wicked darkness. It takes your life out from under you. That's like before I met Fru, I was homeless. I was by myself. I was demented, and there was no hope for me at all. I didn't have any hope, and I was attempting suicide every time I turned around. I was waking up somewhere that I didn't know what happened. And this last suicide attempt where I woke up is as an effect of how the brain turns on the body with CTE. Because first of all, you don't want to hurt people. You don't want to hurt your family. You don't want to hurt your friends. So that's how I ended up alone and attempting suicide on each occasion. But this last one, when I woke up from that one, my life changed. It wasn't easy. It wasn't miraculous in any other way than he kept me alive. I had to put in the work, and I had to listen and submit to rules of nutrition and just living a new lifestyle. I quit drinking alcohol. I quit smoking cigarettes. But I didn't do it all like this. So I think what we're talking about today is the faithfulness, the consistency got us here. Yeah, we decided, Fru asked me in May, well, she reminded me that I had made a deal with her that after the 5-year mark of her being with me and focusing on me, that we would turn the focus on her. And she reminded me that I had agreed to go to wellness conventions, things that
professional conventions
conventions,
that were in my line of work, basically.
So we had been going to conferences for church and all that stuff to help me heal. And then she brought this one to me in May. You guys all see how what happened to me in May a suicide just came at me again. I was a basket case due to the food, we believe, and the amount of time that Fru was away from me. I didn't do well after 2 weeks. And but how I stood back up and came out of that darkness is a miracle. And the fact that I committed to taking us here is a miracle. Every bit of it was as force of vision and in applying the work.
Faith and the work.
Faith and works.
So first we were contacted, but first we get in touch with ASEA, let me put it that way, 5 years ago. And you know, it had a big impact on our life. First on mine, obviously, and then it started to have an obvious impact on David's life, and then family members and friends started to notice it. That's when he was up to 8 ounces a day. And
Hello, YouTube.
But what's incredible though, and I like to point it out, we always love to give the glory to God for our healing, but God answered to our prayers with science.
Yes.
With a biotech technology, you know.
Yes.
That is very unique. It created a new category in health and wellness. The stories and the soul of this organization is just absolutely amazing.
The ethos.
The ethos of this story is just something that makes me cry every single time when I hear the founders talking about it, because it's not about money, but it's about changing lives. It's about restoring people who were doomed to be in one way, and now they're not.
Story after story after story after story of people in all different kinds of conditions. That's what's great about ASEA, is that it's not isolated to fix just one thing. What it does is it covers the whole piano board, the whole keyboard, every key on there it touches, and there is a product that made it more easy for us to sell.
That came out in February, and that product
That made a
is called
difference.
Redox Gold, and that specifically targets the NRF2 pathway, which is responsible for glutathione production, and basically it's like the thermometer for the thermos, I should say.
And so what?
For you know, oxidative stress inflammation. And so because glutathione production is very, very much influenced, like how much glutathione your body produces, not how much glutathione your body has. We actually heard a really cool presentation about this in the science presentation, which I think you were not part of. It was incredible. It's not, you know, it's completely different when you take glutathione like as a supplement, because actually if you take too much glutathione, it can have the reverse effect on your healing.
And what we're wanting to do as holistic healers is to let our body produce
Whatever
everything
it can
that God
produce.
created us. And you guys think about, oh, I ain't putting this drug in my body. I would never do marijuana. I would never do heroin. I would never do meth. I'm better than that, or that's just bad stuff. But you put in processed food every day, and it's faithful.
Well, not
you're
everybody,
consistent.
but yeah.
You're consistent, and you're consistent
You have
in
a
putting
system.
the poison in your body. And so it's a matter of being consistent to something that serves your health well. And this product doesn't heal you. This product gives your cells the ability to communicate and talk to each other.
And to your immune system,
and
which actually
triggers
does the healing
does the
in
work.
your body.
And so God, you know, He created us, every living thing with Redox.
Yes.
Every living thing, plants, the dogs take it, the chickens take it when they get sick, and it cures allergy.
It doesn't cure
Not curing.
anything.
with the right
we can't
amount,
say that.
with the right amount of redox molecules in your body,
It just gives
it
your
helps
body.
your body to heal.
It just gives your body. It doesn't heal. It just gives your body what your body needs in order to restore.
So you know how
put it that way.
when you were young and you fell and you skinned up your knee, it would heal like this, like fast. And now if you're over 40, you 50, 60, the more older you get, the less quick it is, the more time it takes for it to heal. You see these big bruises and these big patches, and it takes a while to heal.
Sometimes
That's
it doesn't
because,
heal depending on
yeah.
how old you are.
And that's because the redox molecules deplete by 10 or by 1% every year after puberty.
Yeah.
So every decade, 10% less redox molecules.
And if you have injuries or like you're already sick, then it actually gets even worse. So that's most likely the reason why we react to stress differently.
Okay, here's an example of how this works with the communication. So let's just say with your immune system, God created your immune system to heal you and protect you at the same time. So let's say a jet behind us goes down in the water, and there's got all these people on it, and it gets lost. You can't find it. It's in the sea. But because of the little black box that sends a signal up, the rescuers are able to pinpoint exactly where it's at, drop down people to come into the water and deep dive for them, go right to where they are and start bringing people out. That is what redox molecules are like. They send signal. It's like your little black box in an airplane. And you know, God created us that way.
So if your cell signaling is low, then your body does not detect the damage that it was meant to fix.
Right.
And so that's the basis of why this works in so many
And
different
the best
ways
thing,
and completely holistically.
so the Redox Gold,
Yes.
I said that this is what game changed. This was a game changer for us because the ASEA drink that we drink, you guys see us drinking it all the time because we carry it in water bottles, but it's just water in those bottles. But it takes 6 weeks to really see a difference usually from, we always recommend take it for 6 weeks and write down all your symptoms and what it does
No,
for you.
it's actually 3 months, not
3
6
months.
weeks.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but I actually learned that 120 days is really what you have to do in order for glutathione production to go back to normal and to see the actual results. So I'm no longer recommending 90 days.
So that's a difficult sell, you know. That's, people don't notice it's a gradual thing, except if you have something like your prostate and you're peeing a lot, because that was like this.
Well, but that still might be different for
Right,
other
for someone
people,
else.
so.
But the thing is, the Redox Gold was something that you can have an effect immediately within 15 seconds to 3 minutes.
And when we started to apply it to people, 69 out of 70 had an immediate effect.
Immediate healing. Immediate.
Not healing. No,
Well,
we can't say that.
inflammation.
This is
Can you
no,
say inflammation?
No, as these are all medical terms, and we're gonna get kicked out if we say them. So no inflammation, no healing.
Well, I can do it this way.
But
burning,
I can say,
burning and swelling. And
no, you can say that the NRF2 pathway got activated, and if you guys look into the NRF2 pathway, by the way, if you look it up, you'll see that in oncology, it is a huge point of research for not a coinky reason.
That's cancer.
Cancer research.
So this is this is what spun the, you know, I wanted to be able to keep my word. I'm a man of my word, and God has ordained my words to manifest and become, it's what God has done for me. And so by what was really amazing is by saying and doing, not just saying, we had to do, but all of a sudden ASEA comes out with this Redox Gold in time for us to begin selling that product. And that product helped us get
Changed
here.
our business completely.
It helped us get here.
It gave us a different level of hope with how we can share this with people. And immediately we started to grow our business at a level that was not possible before that.
And if you can see that this product it's the same, it's just isolated to the NRF2 pathway. The drink and the Renew 28 covers the whole
Full
keyboard.
spectrum.
Full spectrum. And so when you see this NRF2 pathway working, then you have the ability to say, okay, this product's good, and I'll
It
start
gives an
drinking it.
immediate relief.
Yes.
Immediate relief, and then it helps with recovery at a much faster pace than the liquid does. Not to say that the liquid doesn't help with recovery, because it does. That's why athletes use it, Olympic professional athletes use it.
And why I'm drinking 16 ounces a day now. The amount of damage in my brain, I'm eating right, I'm living right, and I'm restoring. I call it supplement because it's adding to something that I've already got. Like supplemental insurance. It's a secondary insurance that covers what this one doesn't cover.
With the scenic view that you saw behind us, this was possible only because we stayed faithful,
Yeah.
we stayed consistent, and we kept believing that this was gonna happen in our life at some times. And this isn't a vacation, by the way, just I like to highlight that. This is our life, this is work. But this is the most amazing way of earning an income where you are actually recruiting.
Helping folks.
You're actually helping people, you're recruiting your own team, you can work from anywhere, you don't have a boss telling you what to do. Everything that you create is in direct correlation to how many people you helped.
And isn't that cool? I mean, to be able to, so what helped me get through my struggles? The reason why I was able to deal with the rage publicly and let people see it was each time that happened, somebody would contact me and say, thank you for sharing what you're going through, because I deal with a temper, or I deal with rage, and I say things I don't want to say, and it helped people. So helping someone helped me. And then when we get this gold or see out and watch the results, helping people, you know, we're selling something.
As Daniel
but
says, we get paid in goosebumps,
Yeah.
basically, because it's very different when somebody comes to you and tells you that, hey, thank you so much for introducing me to this technology, it saved my life. Then, you know, somebody who you, I don't know, taught them how to make them
like metal polish.
financially successful, and then they go and make money and they never even think about you.
I sold
what you've done in their life, you know, one more time.
As another sales worked for a company selling metal polish back when I was in my late 20s, and that result was like the gold. You put it on something immediate, you could see it, and people would buy it. But it didn't affect their health. Do you know?
It didn't transform their lives.
It didn't give them energy. It didn't take something that was bad and remove it. Other than a dull looking shine. Tarnish
Other
and
than tarnish.
oxidation. But now that I've got the same size tube, I've got something that affects you personally on your life. Just, you know, when you have an issue where your quality of life is taken down, and then you give someone, the quality of life goes up, and that's where the gratefulness comes in. And I've seen it time and time and time again.
So this is a full tax write-off, but it's also a responsibility, which is why we're talking to you guys about it today. I'm gonna wait until that thing.
Wait until the plane goes by.
And this is a company that's been in business for 15 years, and it's represented in 35 different countries. And that allows us to build a business globally, and allows us to meet people who are on our team who came from another continent. And it also gives us hope in, you know, guys, I'm from Hungary. In Hungary, it is very, very difficult to find a job that is going to give you what we can get out of what we're doing here. So it has the ability to give hope to people who were not born in the United States, or they came from, you know, a family where, you know, they had to work for everything really, really hard in their whole entire life. We're about to wrap up here and finish because this was meant to be a short episode and we're over 30 minutes. So, but I want you guys to know that you're not stuck. It doesn't matter where you are at. You still have an opportunity for you to create a different type of life, to transform your life and transform your health entirely.
15 years.
God turned our weakness and our most miserable moments into a catalyst in our life to push and achieve something that might have seemed impossible back then. And it helped us from getting out of survival where we were pulled down by existential issues, and he gave us not only hope but an opportunity to bring light into other people's lives as well.
And it's just amazing that if you apply yourself, like, so we didn't try selling it till what, 6 months ago? We would introduce it to someone, but we
I
didn't
still
really
just educate people about it.
So,
it's not,
but what we did was we took the product, and if you just take the product and use it, don't skip it, don't
allow it to transform you.
Yes, and so what happened is now we're here in Cancun, Mexico, at a very beautiful 5-star resort. Stay here 4 days, and all due to the fact that we stayed consistent with this, and we healed.
It led to more than just healing.
We were able to do.
It actually gave us a different kind of purpose.
And our relationship is better than ever. My communication skills have completely transformed. Frontal lobe damage caused me to jump from one thing to the next. My brain didn't have a sensor, a guard over my mouth. I just talk all the time, and I jump from one subject to the next, and that's not happening anymore. I've been standing down here talking to people at the convention, and I'm just talking and staying right on target, and it's all a matter of being consistent with this. So if you're looking to find something that will change your life, better your health, and give you better quality of life, this product is exactly what you're looking for. And all you have to do is add this to your daily life. It's not hard. You just take, and what happens in 3-4 years might happen to you in a year. Who knows? You might be the best salesperson on the planet, and we just bumped into you and are grateful to have you. But I believe in you. Me and Fru believe in you guys. And I know that when something works, that's what sells. So it sells itself. And we just want to introduce it to you guys and let you know why we were here and how we got here. And we want some of you to find this product bettering your life. So
message us if you're dreaming of more in your life. If you also believe that you can get out of survival and start to live in
thriving.
Yeah. If you abundance.
Yeah.
If you believe that you can live in abundance, but you're not there right now, just reach out to us. If we can, continue or start a conversation with you, we can give you more hope. And if this gave you a hope today, then please drop a heart or like us or follow us on. I don't know if those people are following you. I don't really know.
I don't know
YouTube
about
works.
YouTube. They're all new people.
But
so
anyways, if you
I get
guys
new
want
subscribers every time.
if you're interested in more content that's about giving you hope, then follow us,
Thank you.
like us. Thank you very much over there. And
Thank you,
share the
Karen.
message. This is available for everyone. If we could do it, then you can do it too.
Yes, let's do it together. You guys have a wonderful time. We'll maybe get a dance video in. From
We're about to
Mexico.
go to a party.
You
Not
think we're gonna
likely.
do Macarena?
We probably. I mean, what we can do is pull everybody in from the party. That's gonna happen tonight. But right now we gotta go and finish packing.
Let's do it.
And go home.
Thank you
tomorrow.
guys for joining us. Please do yourself and your family a favor. Take this product and get better. And just like it affected my whole family because I got better. You're not so grumpy when you're not in pain. You know that?
And not depressed when you have more uplifted thoughts.
Yeah.
I experienced that tau.
Thank you, everyone.
Au revoir. Adios.
Adios.